Welcome to today's video. I have literally just driven into the mountains in Shikoku, Japan. Deep into the mountains. We're just gonna walk around today and find random bits in nature. There's lots of waterfalls around, some shrines. You can see already there's just houses and huts here and there. People living up in the mountains. So we've just made it to the bridge and we'll get a quick picture of it. As we're walking back up to where we came from, there's a waterfall in front of me with the mountains above. It's quite a nice valley, but it might be very difficult to get a picture of considering how dark it is in that middle section. So we don't want to overexpose the sky too much really. Quite like the contrast of this mirror in that greenery and the lights coming around the corner quite nicely, so yeah, we'll get a picture of it. Oh, look at this, it's just insane. I want to take pictures from down here, but to show you first, it's absolutely nuts. Wow. We'll come up and we'll go from in line with the corner of the roof, taking a picture of this one in front of me. Stand back a little bit, just get one of this from in front. And then I do want to get some shots that are more of different parts of the building rather than the whole thing. I've been focusing on a lot of wide angles at the moment, so it'd be nice to get some stuff that's a little bit more zoomed in. I'm focusing on certain things, like maybe one of this offering table. Maybe even one with them both in as a portrait shot. I think that's quite nice. I think people do have events here, so I've seen pictures of when these chairs and tables are out properly and people are having like barbecues and just meetings together and stuff. I quite like in this roof, there's quite a few weeds growing through. If you get that in the middle and you've got the slanted roof coming into the shot from the left. Might be worth getting one from this side. So it's of the red temple building, but you've got the roof of the other one kind of intruding on the shot a little bit. It's quite nice through the trees as well. Through these trees, it's quite a nice shot onto this house. And similarly, the moss growing out of the roof next to it. might get one quickly through the trees in front of me, peeking through and looking at the temple ahead. At this point we are still in Kochi Prefecture, pretty close to the border into Ehime, but yeah, literally as you drive towards Ehime you just go through the mountains. There's a few tunnels that you have to go through to get to the other side, but before that you see these mountains, these shrines and like different parts of nature. It really is worth visiting. I don't think there's another prefecture I've been to so far that has this array of mountains and diversity in nature. Yeah, really not well visited, like only 3 reviews on Google. Obviously more people have been here and obviously the locals know about it, but yeah, once you travel up into these mountains there's so much that just very, very few people have seen, which really kind of makes it special. If you think about all these places that people go to in Tokyo, Kyoto, like all the big cities, and obviously there's some lovely shrines and places and people and food, but when you come out here it's a completely different vibe. It all slows down and you really get to kind of connect with what you're doing and where you're seeing a lot more. Part of it is due to the fact there's less people, so maybe it is nice that not too many people come out here to visit. It kind of preserves its natural state and what you would really see if there weren't any tourists. But yeah, we'll move on now. If we just go very symmetrical, straight in the middle, looking out. Maybe come forward a little bit so I'm under, so this above starts like over me rather than me being behind it. Another few. It could be worth getting a picture of these mountains in front of me with a bit of the bridge kind of in shot as well. Whether it just be part of the red, I'm not too sure. I think this is probably a good spot to end the video. Literally just made it to the top of this road. I don't really want to go much further. I think there's a cell tower just further up, and then this road gets quite sketchy as you go further on up. So yeah, I think that's a nice place to end it, and then looking over this view. I've got a few nice videos that I'm going to try and include, but yeah, just looking out across the views. It'd be so nice when this starts to change colour more into those browns and purples, but for now it's still quite green. I mean, there's a lot of coniferous trees out here, so you don't have the whole landscape changing. Yeah, we'll get a few of just very bokeh shots focusing on one little plant. It's been a really nice video, good one to film and very peaceful coming up here, so I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one.